Good morning, everyone. So today I have a video sponsored by Tonic for their new Designer's Choice. So these items were sent free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own. Any links I have in the description box would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So this month's is called Corner Creations, and we'll look at it in just a second. I do just want to mention with the Designer's Choice, it is a monthly thing that Tonic puts out. But it's not a club kit, so you just pick it up as you would like. They do have reduced shipping on this one because it comes to you just like this. I believe it's $19.99. The reduced shipping is $2. But if you were to add any of the bundles, because a lot of times when they come out with something new like this, they have bundles or other like embellishments and fun things at a great price. The shipping will be regular shipping, of course, and I think it says that even in the description there, so they let you know about that. But I just want to make sure you knew. So it's not a club. You just pick it up as you like, and you go from there. I did want to show you the Designer's Choice case here. I have this one here, and I love it. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful color. It has a Designer's Choice logo on there. I put a little keychain on it just so I can grab the zipper pull easier, but just open it up. And it holds a ton of Designer's Choices. I mean, these are ones that I've picked up, other ones that have been sent for review, and they are all in here. There's got to be at least maybe 15 of them in there, and there's still plenty of room. It does also come with magnetic carriers and some pouches in the case also. So I'll have the links for all of that if you want to check that out. So normally I open this up with you guys. I did open this one because I had to take a peek because I had a little hiccup. I had two Designer's Choices, and as you can see, there's no name on this, so apparently I grabbed the wrong one. And in my mind, as I was making the video, and I made the whole video, I was like, why is it called Corner Creations? It doesn't really make sense because of what was in there, but I was like, well, I guess that's what it is. And then, even when I made with it, I was like, I'm trying to make it make sense with corners. I'm like, well, so yeah, it was because it wasn't Corner Creations. This one's Corner Creations, and the one I worked on, it was something else. So maybe you'll see that later. But for now, this is the one I was supposed to work on, so I had to take a peek, and sure enough, I had it here. I just had opened the wrong Designer's Choice. So, as you can see, Corner Creations, yes. Corners, lots of fun things. This one looks like it makes the outer pocket. There are tons of dies on here. We'll talk about that in a second, but this is like the main die, it looks like. So you can have this guy. It makes a little pocket, right? Because you can fold that and glue it down just on those tabs. Or you can just have a corner piece that maybe is just going to be glued down completely. You can do the inlays. You don't have to do the inlays. I mean, this is just kind of a nice little decoration here. But generally, it's meant to have that gorgeous inlay. And then you can layer them up however you like. If you want something peeking out of the back, and then the inlay on top, So you can layer them just like this. So have one plain, have one with the inlay, glue those together, use them however you like. And there's another one of those corners, but this one has a little ruffle, and again, just plain on the edges. Again, look at this. Look at how intricate that is. That inlay there. We have this inlay here that can also go within this by itself. You can put this guy in there that'll just kind of offset that, or one or the other, or all of them, or however you want to play with that in different layers. Oh, we have the little corners. I didn't even notice them. Look at this little guy. So here's a little corner, and it has a little lattice that you can inlay or not inlay. This one cuts in a little butterfly corner. Again, there's another corner piece. Oh yeah, so there's three little guy corners too. Again, with inlays, with scroll work, however you'd like to do that. Look at this one with the beautiful flowers. And then, oh, very cool. I just noticed, so this guy's much bigger, so you can layer it up with these guys. Does that make sense? This one's bigger compared to some of these other ones, so pretty cool. So we have this one, like in this one, it has 3 different layers. So we have this one, and then the inlay, or not the inlay, however you want to use them. So lots of fun ways to use those. And then we have our sentiments. And you know how I am. On your day. So on is up here, on your day. And then, let's see. It has, I think it says just for you. Yep, just for you. And then it has the outer die too, which we love. So the little inside piece that will cut that delicate sentiment, and then the outer shadow. So let me grab some paper, and we'll play around. Okay guys, so I have a card base here that I just cut from some aubergine purple classic card to make an A2 size card. So with the Tonic paper, this type of paper is A4 size, so you can't just cut it in half and get an A2 size card. So what you do is you cut it 5.5 inches on the 8.25 inch side, and then 8.5 on the almost 12-inch side. And then you score it 4.25, so there's that. Really pretty. And then, so I'm just taking some inspiration from I think one of the previous kits because I like the papers that are in there. So I have some denim blue here, classic cardstock. I have some Purple Rain metallic cardstock, or iridescent mirror card, should I say? Metallic. And then the ice gray glacier, I have a piece of this. So what I'm going to do is use this, but not quite yet. I think I might use that to make like a tag that's going to tuck into one of these pockets because I really want to make a pocket. So I'm going to cut this guy out from our ice gray glacier, and again I would just put it on here and just run that through a die cutting machine. And I didn't measure these because, you know, they're pretty much the size that you can run through pretty much any machine, but the biggest one is from this corner to the other edge about 3.5, just over 3.5 inches, and then the rest are smaller than that, so you can kind of imagine how that would work for you. And then I'm going to do these guys, and I love the little flowers. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I was going to use that one just the way it is. Should I layer that one too? A ruffle and a ruffle? Okay, maybe we'll go with something just more like this. These two together at the same time. So I'll put this on this metallic mirror card, should I say. And again, since I'm running them both together, you definitely want to put some tape so those do not move. What a fun set though. Just, you know, think of adding just something like this on any card. It's like an embossing folder, or just something that you can just add to the background of your card and you can still build up on top of it. I think it'd be really nice. Let's see here. So again, I'll trim this down and run this through, and I'll be right back. Side here. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to pop these pieces out. Look how pretty that is. So delicate. Okay, I'm going to clean this out, make sure all my little pieces pop out. And on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and score it now. You guys know I like to pre-score things, but if you like to glue it down first and then score, however you like. I'm going to do that. So it's going to be something like this with this little prettiness. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got all the little bits. And so I'm just going to glue. Oh, how pretty is that? Look at that. Reminds me very old school, like old-timey, I don't know why. But okay, so I'm going to glue this to this. I'm going to let that be flat though for a second. And just kind of curving it back towards the paper, because if it wants to pull away, because if it's already like this, it'll be a little more difficult to pull down, to glue down. So I'm just going to give it a little go. I don't really mind that the edges up here be kind of free-flowing, but I do want to make sure this is completely covered and not saturated like stopping in glue, but you know, a good amount. And then the rest of it I do this. And what I do like putting on my hand is that it also will kind of flatten out the glue that we placed earlier. And this goes right in the corner. So I'm going to hold that down for a good while till it sets up, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to make some kind of a little tag to go in here. Look how pretty. And can you imagine in a mini album, in a traveler's notebook? I mean, oh my gosh. I really do like the way this looks, but then I thought maybe I want some more texture. I don't know. I did cut the piece of paper for it. I cut this really cool pattern paper here, which I don't recall the name of right now. You know, it's a little bit... Let me take a little bit off this top edge. So I cut it down to 5 and 3/8 by 4 and 1/8. If you don't like working with eighths, I would say do 5 1/4 by 4. That takes a 1/4 inch off. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. Now, if you really want to, you could do it this way and glue it on this back side. And so as it goes down, it's just one solid piece. which looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down and then glue the other piece on top. But for this kind of paper, to be honest, I probably should do it the other way because it has texture and it'll just hold it down that much better if it's also tucked in behind this. Kind of handmade paper. Oh, so pretty. But while I'm holding things down, I'm going to do this one too. So this time I'll put the glue on the back of it. But again, you always put on the front part. And I'm just going to line this up on the very edge. This way and this way. Kind of making sure I have it down. So it runs just along that line. Okay, so I'm going to hold it all down at once. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I love the intricate Tonic dies and how you can just kind of play around with them, do whatever you like, and they always look great. So anyway, I'm going to hold this down and I'll be back. So that's all adhered. I want to put like a little tag in here. I kind of played with the size. I mean, you can put it like this. I like, you know me, I like a John T angle. So I'll probably do it that way and then maybe I'll trim this down. So this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 for right now. And normally I would just eyeball it and cut a little piece off of here. But you know what? Actually, if I put it here, I could probably just make my measurements. So what I was going to do is just make little tick marks and then I'll cut those. So let's say 3/4 inches in here, 3/4 here. That's probably good. So I'm going to put a little tick mark at 3/4 inches and then coming down an inch. We'll see what that looks like. And basically I'm just going to put this on in my guillotine just like this so that the blade, or your paper trimmer, so that the blade goes right from that tick mark to that tick mark and cuts it off. Right? I'll be right back. That looks really nice. Worked out. And you can double this up too if you wanted to do like 2 layers. Just do the same thing, but you know, angle them a little bit differently or make it a little bit bigger size and it can sit on top of that other one. You know what? Maybe I will. Let's double layer this one. So I'm going to layer this over some of the metallic paper. So what I'm going to do is cut down a piece of the metallic, or I keep calling it metallic, mirror card to 3 by 4 1/2, and I'll be right back. And I'm just going to glue this onto here, and that gives it a little bit of like a little sturdier. But you can also just slip in there's like a gift card. You don't have to do anything like this tag. I just thought it would be nice. And I'll just take this to my guillotine, and honestly I'm just going to eyeball it and snip off these edges. You can probably even do it just with scissors because it's just that little snip there. But I will be right back. Okay. So I think I'm going to put like a ribbon in here, so I'm going to use the larger hole on my crocodile just to pop a little hole there. If I was going to do like twine, I would use the smaller side. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to cut the words on your day. I'm going to select 2 of the papers I probably already used, like maybe that frosty blue, this one here. Cut the background. And I'll use the beautiful aubergine paper here to cut the actual wording, and I'll be right back. Alright. Take that. Ooh, delicate, very delicate. There we go. Let's pop all these little pieces out, and then I'll just put some glue on the back of my hand, and again, excuse me, adhere that. Right on there. Oh, got one more little bit. Super sweet and delicate. I love it. I still have glue on the back of my hand from earlier. So again, just pat, pat, pat. Dabbing off some of what might have come up to the front, making sure I got some everywhere. Yep. And I'm just going to start with this one end and come this way, just to make sure I'm getting all the right spots. Okay, I'm going to let that set up and grab some ribbon, and I'll be right back. one last fun thing. I'm gonna put this on here probably with some pop dots, but I was looking through my ribbon and I'm like, I don't really have anything that kind of coordinates. I mean, I don't want to bring in another color. I kind of want to stick with the colors that I used here. And so I have some of this inexpensive sheer ribbon, and it was just a white color. And I remembered that you can color this. So this is gonna get a little messy. Let me grab. Should I just use scrap paper? I was gonna put it on my board. You know what, we'll just use a scrap paper. And I'm going to leave it on here for now. But I have Grape Shake alcohol ink marker. This should work. So I'm just turning this white ribbon to like a more purple color. Can you see that? Look at, oh my gosh. Okay. Good thing I even found this transparent. I was going to do seam binding. I was like, oh, it's too white or beige, you know, the colors I had. And some things were too purple, like a different type of purple that I did not want. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, which is basically part dry already because it's alcohol ink, but I am going to give it a second. And I think that's enough. I just want to pop it through there. Maybe a little bit more. And yeah, I'm going to snip it off of here and just give it a second again to dry, like I said, but it's pretty much dry. Okay. So with this guy, I'm just going to stick him down. I'm trying to think, do I want to do front, back, front? I have a certain way I do like to do this, but and then I forget which one it is. That's the question. Like, do I want? Yeah, front to back is fine. Because there we go. I'm going to put this in the way that it wants to go. And I'll just arrange this a little bit as I kind of work with it. So I'll keep playing with that to arrange it. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and then this little guy, I'm just going to pop it up on some dimensional adhesive and just apply it here, and I'll be right back. Of course, I start recording when I have to pick these little things off, which is sometimes quite a chore. Should have picked them off already. Alright. I think I'm going to put this right up here. Just there. I said I'll keep playing with this. I kind of didn't, but I'm going to cut these a little bit nicer. And it'll tuck right in there. So it's our little card. And I mean, you can put it straight like this if that's the kind of thing you like, but I like to kind of do this kind of thing. Again, gift card right on there, you know, just as a decorative element, doesn't have to be a pocket. I mean, really, really fun, versatile set. So thank you so much, Tonic, for sponsoring this video, for sending this for my review. Goodness, you guys, you know, I was already taking pictures and things, and there are two perfectly good corners right here that I can add some corners on. So what I'm going to do, looking at them, it looks like these two are a little bit smaller than like this guy, and I don't really know. I mean, I can take the measurement, and I think this one will fit better. So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to do, let's think, what do we want to do? So these are inlays. I brought out these pieces because I was thinking maybe I want to do these. But maybe it's just the inlay and just like the blue, just to offset that a little bit. It'll be very subtle. Yeah. So I'm going to inlay two of these just like that, and not even have a background for it. It's just going to be blue. So again, tape them down, run them through. I'll do two of them, and then I'm just going to attach them here with glue. And that'll just finish that off. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have the links in the description box. I'll have some pictures for you. Some of the pictures, like I said, I was already taking pictures, will not have the little corners, and some will. So you can have see the difference there. And if I change my mind and back it up with something like this metallic, I might do that. Or mirror card, sorry. Alright, thanks so much, Tonic, for sponsoring the video. I'll have the images there, the links in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.